Good afternoon. My name is Darlene Dunn, and I am here to testify because I personally had an abortion at Planned Parenthood. They were the cruelest organizations I have ever dealt with in my entire life.
I'm sorry, your name?
Excuse me?
What's your name?
Darlene Dunn.
Darlene, this is not a bill. This is not a bill about Planned Parenthood and whether they should exist or not. This is a bill about family planning, health care. So I need you to stay on the bill. This is not about Planned Parenthood. You can talk about them all you want in another forum, but it's not going to happen here.
Okay, well, I went in there I think I have a right to speak and tell you my feelings, okay? Because Planned Parenthood
Excuse me.
does perform abortions. The funding that they want...
Excuse me.
Yes.
You would like to speak about the bill, you could speak about the bill. This is not about Planned Parenthood and what they do and what they don't do.
Okay, I'll speak about the bill.
Speak about the bill and whether or not, this is a budget committee, and whether or not this is good fiscal policy for the state of New Jersey, whether or not we should aggregate these $1 million and we get a federal match of 9 times that amount. That's what this bill is about.
I do not feel that they should be funded. The bill, to me, is wrong, and it's based on false information. Okay. I don't agree with funding an organization that says they're for health care, but yet kills children. Okay, I'm sorry. That's how I feel. I'm
not going to give, that's it. I'm not going to, this is not you're completely out of order by saying that. It's inappropriate.
Why is it out of order when I killed my child from coercion from a Planned Parenthood?
Thank you. I've given you every opportunity.
Chairman, may I say something?
Yes.
I think clearly, and if I can just, Chairman, if I have the leeway to go back to Senator Weinberg. Senator, haven't we clearly and concisely made sure that that was not an issue in this legislation, the abortion issue? Am I correct?
Yes.
I just want to, because we've talked about this, and I understand it is a very sensitive and a very important issue when people have strong feelings on all sides of the aisle. This legislation does not deal with abortion because the few clinics that...
As a matter of fact, the money cannot be used for
Correct. Clearly, it cannot be used, Chairman. I just wanted to make this clear because I know there are people who feel strongly, and I don't want the issue to be confused. It's just not an issue in this particular piece of legislation.
Senator Pennacchio. Yes, sir.
Here's the concern I have. The money doesn't go directly for abortions. We've heard that over and over again. But it goes to an institution that either performs abortions, counsels for abortions, or refers out to abortions. All that does is just frees them up from using money for overhead or other expenses, and the monies that they do get in can be used exclusively for abortions when they get other monies in. So I think it's not a specious argument. I think it's a very cogent argument as far as when you give money to an organization that does that, all that does is free them up to do something that, quite frankly, some of us find repulsive, and the vast majority of taxpayers in the state don't want to see that money going to organizations that perform stuff like that. I think her testimony was very valid, and I am sorry that, quite frankly, that you were cut off.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman.
May I speak? May I continue to talk?
I've given you every opportunity. You said things, again.
You didn't give me an opportunity.
I'm going to go over to Marie. Marie has testified before this committee, many committees, many times. Marie, please.
I went for family planning. You don't understand. When you walk into a place for family planning and you're told, I am here for family planning and scared to death in a crisis pregnancy, and I am told you have one option, that is not family planning. That is coerced abortion, and that's what was done to me, and I have a right to be heard. That's not family planning.